Hey guys, to the Horror Zone. I'm here with Michael Taylor Pritt, CEO and founder of Funtime Productionz. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Got any projects that you're working on right now?
I'm working on a few things as of right now. There's a few scripts in the works, and there's also a short film coming out October 31st for me. So definitely check that out.
Where can we find that at, Michael?
It'll be on YouTube, and I'll probably have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything lit up with the links to watch it, because it's a pretty good short.
Okay, and that'll all be in the description of this video, guys, if you're interested.
Absolutely.
I'm not fully familiar with all the movies that you've done, so could you give us a brief list of movies that you've been involved with?
Yeah. So I did some acting in a few short films here and there, starting out. I produced a film called Steve Death Collector. I also have a small vocal cameo in it. But as far as the films I've made, I made a film called Funtime, which was a very gritty grindhouse, quite frankly, wildly offensive clown horror film. Then I did a film called Love Before Sleep, was a lot more kind of like an artsy project. And then we did Are We the Waiting, which was the kind of like the first hit for us. And a lot of people enjoyed Are We the Waiting. And then most recently we released Night Howl, which is a psychological thriller more than a horror film, but it's probably my favorite film to date that we've done.
Well, that sounds awesome. What was your inspiration to becoming a creator of horror films?
As a kid, I was homeschooled, so like after I'd get done with schooling, I would just watch a lot of movies. I didn't have very many friends, so I love Scream. I probably watched Scream above 100 times before the time I was even 11. I think Wes Craven was probably the first. Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson was the first big inspiration to me to want to make movies. But I think all in all, I wanted to be an actor first. And as a kid, I registered in my mind that, well, right now I'm going out and playing make-believe. Mm-hmm. And in these movies, these people are pretty much playing make-believe and getting paid for it. So that would be a cool job to have as an adult. So yeah, that's kind of what inspired me. And of course, as I got older, I started watching more horror movies, like Rob Zombie's films, more slashers. In my teenage years, I was able to watch Nightmare on Elm Street and some of the Friday the 13th films. And I liked horror. I thought horror was a fun genre to work in, and it was also it seemed like the only genre that really allowed people to be low budget.
Well, I gotta ask, what was the reasoning behind calling your company Funtime Productionz?
It was called a few things before Funtime, but before it became like the actual company as it is, Funtime was my first film. I wasn't really that creative around that time, so I was like, hey, let's just call it Funtime Productionz. It's kind of setting off getting the torch started for this whole filmmaking run.
So I noticed that a lot of the actors that you have in various of your movies are the same actors. Do you have some kind of a relationship with them off the screen?
Yeah, most of them I either went to high school with, or I found on Craigslist, which I don't recommend doing. It's not really safe. I somehow managed to do it without getting murdered. But yeah, most of them, starting out with Funtime, like you said, they've all stuck around for our most recent film, were just friends I had prior that they just kind of had the same interest as me, and they wanted to join in. And then luckily, through the course of time, we've been able to meet new people and have them join our little company.
Tell me about your newest movie that you're working on now.
The newest movie I'm working on now is going under a name called Online. You might be able to compare it to the same type of filmmaking as the movie Searching that just came out, or Unfriended is a popular one. It's seen completely through somebody's laptop or MacBook, and it is not a ghost film. It is a slasher film, and it's all about kind of, to me, it's just all sort of a metaphor for how not only myself but everyone's addicted to staring at their computer and stuff. But yeah, that's as much as I can really go into it right now because it's still in the very early stages of being made. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much the next film.
So, you've made many great movies. Have you ever had any problem with piracy?
Yeah. Funtime, I remember it was just today. I was at Speedway with some friends, and somebody texted me and was like, "Hey, your movie's online for free." And I went and checked it out. And I don't stream movies myself. I don't do it. But there was a part of me that was kind of like, there's a lot of people that stream movies, and this is on the front page of Footlocker. You know what I mean? Like, people are gonna watch it, and that's fine. You can't really fight those people. There's no way to get around it. I mean, that's why big budget studios can't really get around it. So it's disappointing because as somebody that's doing this for a living, it does halt you from making money, and people, seem like they don't want to support your art financially. But it is what it is. The only time that I ever successfully curbed anything from happening was somebody uploaded Night How on YouTube for free. And the issue with that is anybody can access YouTube. Not saying that anybody can't access Footlocker, but it's just easier on YouTube. But luckily, the people at the YouTube, company were nice enough to get that taken down immediately. And so yeah, I've experienced it. I don't think that's going to go away though. So I don't even have a reason to fight it.
Yeah, that's not very respectful to you as a filmmaker.
It's what?
I said it's not very respectful to you as a filmmaker, them doing that to your films.
Right, yeah, it's, but at the end of the day, it's like, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. I guess I can't stop them, so. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But it does have some form of, like, you do realize, like, oh, well, a lot of people are going to watch it now, sadly, because it is free to watch. So it's kind of a give or take situation.
Yeah, more or less, they're like, oh, well, this is online. I don't need to buy the physical copy of it or the digital copy of it.
Right. Which, Night House specifically is on a lot of streaming platforms that are, well, a few of them are free. So I would just think people would go there and watch it, but it is what it is.
So, if I was to buy one of your movies, in what format would it be?
If you wanted to buy physical copies of one of my films, you can go to Funtime Productionz with a Z, .com. And all my films are there. You can get them on DVD and Blu-ray. I'm not going to make any promises, but one day I hope to have a limited run of Funtime on VHS. It's very fitting for its style. But other than that, if you want to find a digital copy, right now Night How is the only one that's out there digital, and you find it on Amazon Prime Video and Google Play.
Is there any talk of possible futures of any of your movies going to official streamers such as Netflix or Hulu?
That is sort of a big problem with independent filmmakers nowadays. Whenever we were releasing Night How, Netflix and Hulu, whenever they started out as a company, they were buying anything that they could with a lot of movies, right? But sadly now, since they're both making original, well, it's not sad, I'm glad they're making content, but now they only want movies that either have a high budget or have names or big name actors in them. So unless one of my films hits the big time, or I get like Brad Pitt to be in one of the movies, Netflix or people won't really hear me out on it.
It's going to happen. All horror filmmakers that start out as big names, they started from the ground up.
Yeah, and like I think it would be cool to have it go on Netflix. I would love to. I mean, of course I would, because I do make a good movie. But I would love to make like a Netflix original film. I think, you know, with the budget and everything, I could really do something really crazy.
Well, what I hear is you make the whole thing yourself pretty much, and then you say, "Hey Netflix, check this out," and then they're like, "Oh well, you did the field work, you did everything, so why not?" And they slap their patent on it, and it's Netflix original.
Right.
They want you to all the money, all the field work, the actors and actresses, and all that stuff yourself before they even think about whether they want it to be their thing or not.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird business out there. It's a tough thing to crack into, but I mean, I guess nobody really cracks into it immediately.
Well, you know, you'll get your foot in the door as far as, you know, going to official streamers and stuff.
Right.
Any of your movies ever win an award or anything?
Are We the Waiting had, I think, won maybe a few trailer awards, you know, just for the trailers. Are We the Waiting has been shown at a lot of film festivals. It's won official selection at a lot of film festivals. But for the most part, given the festivals that we usually go to, there is hundreds of independent films, so it's no doubt that, you know, it wouldn't make it really all the way through, because I'm sure I'm not even downgrading myself with this thing, I'm sure there's phenomenal films that's going to, you know, win, might have a little bit better production value.
Awesome. What can you? I've heard a lot of good things about Night Owl. What can you tell me about Night Owl without giving too much away to the audience?
Night Owl was wrote to be just I wanted to make a psychological thriller more instead of making a horror film, and see what I could do there. See if like that change of genre would, do anything. And it actually worked out really well. Night Owl is a film about a guy named Casey, who's a freelance photographer. He's sort of a loner. He doesn't have any family. He has a friend that kind of pesters him, you know, on a daily basis. And a girl that has a crush on him, but he doesn't really want her to get too close, because he's in his head too much. And then there's this werewolf that starts terrorizing all of Casey's friends and killing them off one by one. And Casey has to kind of end up dealing with it face to face. And there's a big twist at the end of it. And just so we're clear for the audience or the viewers of this video, the twist is not Casey is the werewolf. I'm going to tell you right now, Casey's the werewolf. That's not the twist. I was very keen on setting that up in the first scene, that this is what's going on. But at the end, there's something else that completely changes the entirety of the story. So, but yeah, it was fun to write. It was fun to film. Editing it was weird. Trying to come up with I did a few werewolf sounds myself. Trying to get the sound effects to sound right and everything. But yeah, it's a really good film. It's something that I'm very openly and wildly proud of.
Well, you know, for the Jurassic Park movies, the dinosaur noises were like all regular animal noises that they used, right?
Oh yeah, and that was something that I took into consideration, because there were some sound effects for the werewolf that I thought kind of sounded more like a dinosaur would sound. But I thought, you know, I don't have the great, amazing talent of making sound effects, so this is going to be the closest we're going to get. And but I think everything came out pretty normal. I do an amazing growl, so I was able to kind of put my own version in it, and then whenever there's the loud, you know, roar, I would use that sound effect for it.
So listen, we're getting short on time, so I got one question left.
Okay.
As far as the werewolf went, did you go for? Did you use prosthetics, or did you just have a full body suit?
I did a full body suit. Without giving too much away, there's a reason the werewolf looks the way he does. And I, even if we had the money to get this phenomenal costume, or even if we had the money to have a CGI werewolf that looked phenomenal, I really didn't want that because it wouldn't make too much sense with what the story had to offer. So we found this mask that was a werewolf mask that had a mouth that moved, and we dolled it up. It looks nothing like the original mask. Nighthawk is being released through a company, a second version of it through a company soon, and there's going to be a full audio commentary for the film from me and a few actors, and also have a complete behind the scenes of how we made the costume and everything. So,
well, that sounds awesome. Now, explain again to the audience where they can, if they need to buy anything from you, where to find it.
Oh yes, you can go to Funtime Productionz with a Z.com. The Z is instead yes. And you can find all my movies there on Blu-ray and DVD, or you can go to Amazon Prime Video or Google Play and buy, rent, or stream Nighthawk and watch it there. And that's where everything is.
And you were a musical artist, are you not?
Yeah. I dabble in music.
What's that?
You can find YouTube. Yeah, a lot of my music videos are on there under $2 Sam. All of my music is on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora. You name it, it's there. Just type in $2 Sam. The S is a $sign because I just like that. and yeah, that's just type that in anywhere, and you're gonna get a song.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Mike. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me here.
Have a good one.
You too.